They played very, very boring opening where they trade everything. Just gives white nothing this opening. Always trade everything. So yeah, during the game, when Jennifer, Yasser, and Maurice were doing analysis, they only looked at queen takes d4, and they thought black was fine. Because we're getting bishop f6 in with tempo, and the knight has a good square, and the rooks are coming. And he played e takes immediately, so I think he's still in his preparation. He didn't even think about it. And then he played d5, trading off his isolated pawn. And this just looks like white has a slight advantage, but the engine just says it's equal. He's got two bishops. Obviously, they trade all the pieces off, so it's not too exciting. But two bishops is two bishops. I don't know. I thought white had a nice advantage here. I got two bishops for nothing. So this is interesting. The engine also says white's better here, and black played super aggressive rook to d1, which is an excellent move. Giving this pawn away. If you take it, then knight d4, and white is all tied up. That's interesting. So rook d1 was an excellent move, pinning this, threatening bishop takes b4. Now this is hanging, and he just played the drawing move. If you play bishop c3, that's actually a mistake as the bishop takes b4. And you can't do this because your rook is hanging. So this is really nice tactical sequence by Karjakin. And, well, his pawn's hanging. So, yeah, this is just really nice. If the white king was on f1, bishop c3 just wins for white. That's why he played rook d1 first. If he plays rook d4 here, bishop c3 wins. But it doesn't win here because knight takes is forking the rook and the king. So now you just played this totally dead drawing line. And they did their fake repetition and okay, draw. So yeah, it looked like white was a little bit better, but Karjakin played super precise rook d1, rook d4, and drew immediately. I mean, when you trade all the pieces off, hoping for a slight advantage that you'll win occasionally, the 27, 20, 100 players aren't losing those positions. They're too easy. That's how, like, So could beat me every game. He could get a position he could never lose. That should be a draw, and then I would lose eventually. And that's how I beat weaker players. I get positions like this. The computer says I'm up 0.1, but I can't ever lose. And then they blunder and I win. And so it's like no risk. Now, the better you get at chess, the less risk you take, the more draws you have. And the more risk you take, you might have a bad result. So it's very hard to play at the top level. You have to take the appropriate amount of risk to win the game, but you have to calculate perfectly so there really isn't any risk because you see everything. It's not easy. Too many draws.